If you're not getting a lot of views and you're kind of feeling discouraged, don't be. People are just used to familiarity. They're just used to stuff they're familiar with, and they're just not familiar with you. And I call this the CoryxKenshin effect. I don't make gaming content, but I do watch Cory. Now, Cory's been around for a long time, maybe like early YouTube years, but I wasn't watching him back then, but I got into him a few years ago. But the reason I bring him up because his content, his face, his brand is so familiar that anything he drops, it goes ballistic. Now, if you're into gaming content, it's a good chance you will never be able to compete with him because he's just so familiar. Now, let's say you just start a channel and you're discouraged because nobody's watching your videos. You haven't built up that base that made the viewers familiar with you. So why would they choose your channel, your videos over someone they've been watching for years? It don't make no sense. It's just human nature. Humans love things they're familiar with. That's like your favorite food. You're going to eat your favorite food because you're familiar with it. You know how it tastes. You know it's going to be good. You don't have to guess. You don't have to wonder. And why try something new when I could just go to what I'm used to? That's why people go back to their ex.
You got like a psycho ex.
So you really just gonna break my window?
I didn't break it, you broke it.
If you ever had a psycho ex, somebody slice that like button.
You know the good and you know the bad. Why start over with somebody new? You know what I'm saying? But that's another story. Since we're talking about, YouTube and viewership, I use Cory because Cory has a crazy rabid fan base that'll do anything he says because that's the fan base he's built up over the years. So it's hard, but it's not impossible for you to do it. You just have to take the time. You just have to go through the growing pains of not having viewers, not getting likes, not getting comments. You just have to, you just have to pass that hurdle. That's the hardest part. You just have to pass the hurdle. But once you get over that, and when I say get over it, I don't want to sound like it's something easy to do. It's something that's going to take many, many years, especially if you want this and you're dedicated to this. It's going to take many, 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 many years. And I've been doing this for 5 years. I've been doing this series for 5 years, and I still ain't really scratched the surface. But hopefully one day I could do my thing. So I'm just telling you what I've been through and how I've overcome, the discouragement of not seeing the progress I want to see, and how I'm still here today trying to do my thing. But yeah, I went back and I watched some of Cory's older videos because I didn't really get into him in his early days. I watched some of his older videos and how he just was grinding and trying to make it and doing his skits and just doing his thing with no idea he could even get to the point where he is now. With no clue in the world, but he did it because he persevered. He did it. His fans, his fan base, his community, they believed in him. So they're familiar with him. They almost feel like they know him personally because they grow up with him. They don't have the familiarity with you. They're not familiar with you yet. Not his fan base, but anyone. Your fan base is not familiar with you yet. They don't know what you're about. They might see one video and they might like it, whatever, and just go on about their day because you could be here today, gone tomorrow. They don't know your staying power, your lasting power. Why get attached to you? And you could just stop posting. You could stop posting today. And nobody would be waiting on you to come back because you haven't built that base. Someone like Cory, he could stop posting today and take 10 years off, and I guarantee you when he comes back, it'll be like the world stopped. It'll be like the world stopped because everybody's going to stop what they're doing just to check this out. And like I said, the reason why I'm bringing up Cory, because like I said, I'm super duper impressed about what he's able to build and the fan base he's able to garner and the love and support he's able. I'm really impressed, and that would be something I could only dream about doing. And I use him because he's a black creator like myself. I understand there's more popular creators who've been on longer than him, but he's a black creator like myself. And I like I like what he do. I like what he do. And I like anime too and stuff like that. I like gaming too, all stuff like that. So I like what he's doing for his niche. He's like the top of the food chain for his niche. But yeah, you just got to be the top of the food chain for your niche. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. So you got to keep working. You got to get past whatever doubts you have about yourself. Whatever you think, oh, it's not possible. Nobody's watching. Nobody's subscribing. Okay, nobody was watching. Nobody's subscribing for him for many years until they did. You just have to keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's possible. It's possible. Just keep going. But yeah, that's all I wanted to really say. You just got to keep going. I understand it's not easy. I understand you want it. But you have to prove how bad you want it. You have to be willing to put the years in. Are you willing to put the years in? Because some people just want to, wing, bam, bam, boom, boom, and blow up. And it's not that easy. It's not that easy. I told you I've been almost 6 years taking it seriously. And I've been on YouTube for 17 years.
Well, damn!
17 years. So it takes a while. It takes a while. It takes a long ass while. And you don't even want to blow up overnight, to be honest with you. You don't want that. But those are people that are not going to stick by you. You want something that's real. You want something that's genuine. You want something that's going to hold you down no matter what. Those viral hits, they don't last. They don't last. They don't last because people will come for the viral hit, then they'll leave anything you do else after that. They're not worried about it. They're not checking on you. You don't want that. You don't want that flash in the pan success. You don't want that overnight success. You want that long-term, grinding my whole life type success. That will last you a lifetime. A lifetime. So I keep that in mind because that's what I want. Sometimes I want the viral fame and da-da-da, but I know that's not gonna last me. I don't want the 15 minutes of fame. I don't want it. I don't want it. So you just have to do it for the long haul. Do it for the longevity. Keep grinding, keep hustling. All the cliche stuff you heard before is true. That's what you have to do. If you really want it, you gotta make a lot of sacrifices. A lot of not hanging out with your friends, a lot of late nights on the weekends, a lot of early mornings, a lot of missing events, a lot of sacrifices you gotta do. Are you prepared for that? Are you prepared for that? That's what you gotta ask yourself. That's what you gotta ask yourself because it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. Some days I want to give up. Some days I want to give up. Some days your favorite creator that you watch, he wanted to give up or she wanted to give up, and they still here. So you gotta ask yourself how bad you want it. You gotta ask yourself how bad you want it. But like I say, people love people they're familiar with. They watch people they're familiar with. Nobody is gonna choose your channel and your videos 6 months. I don't care if you put out 1 million videos. They're not used to your personality, your face. You're not familiar to them. They're not gonna choose your channel of 6 months over someone who's been doing this 10 plus, 15 plus years in the game. Someone they grew up with. They feel like they know them. They feel like they grow up together. So that's pretty much the name of the game on YouTube. Is make your audience familiar with you. Make the audience love you. Make the audience care about you. And once you do that, you got it. You got it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace out. Peace.